Welcome to Cord Cutting Today for April 14th, 2023. This is the show where I break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including Bally Sports asking for some MLB teams to take lower payments, Peacock adding more movie content thanks to a new deal, Walmart is closing more stores, and a whole lot more in this video. We're going to break it all down and let you know what I think of it. Now, if you want to learn more about these stories, come up with your own opinions. I'll put a link to each story down there in the first pinned comment and in the show notes. So you read about them for yourself and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear from you. First though, before we get into all the stories, do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, let YouTube know you enjoy what we do here so YouTube recommends our videos to more people, helping us grow, helping us support our families here, and hopefully we can help you break free from the high cost of cable TV and still watch the shows you enjoy. All right, let's start off with Bally Sports wants MLB teams to agree to lower payments. So Bally Sports is in bankruptcy. Their parent company is Diamond Sports, but Bally Sports is the biggest part of it. And they are struggling to kind of reorganize their debt. They have a huge amount of debt, way more than they can afford right now. Some of that's from contracts from when before they bought it. Some of it has to do with contracts they made later. But Bally Sports reportedly owes $55 billion over the life of the contracts, and just this year they owe $2 billion in fees. But they only have about $30 million, they only have a fraction of that on hand at the moment. I don't have that exact number, I didn't include it in the story, but I remember it from a previous one. So with this, Bally Sports is struggling to figure out how to do this. They reportedly owe the Diamondbacks $30.8 million, for example, and they're asking for three teams, the Diamondbacks, Cleveland Guardians, and Minnesota Twins, to agree to lower payments. Major League Baseball obviously is not a very big fan of that, and they basically said, hey, you're not paying us, now you want us to accept less, and you're airing the games basically for free, making a profit off of us. Major League Baseball has said, hey, we want you to pay us everything right now up front. We'll put it in a special account and we'll pay you back if it's basically if we work out some other deal in the future that you end up being owed some of that additional money. Bally Sports has said, how about we just pay into escrow? We have that money just sit over here. We don't actually pay you anything yet until we negotiate something here. But very interesting to see what happens. Major League Baseball has told the judge they want either full payment or they want the rights to return to them immediately for these teams so they can go do something else and have Bally Sports stop airing their games. Could one of these teams be the first major domino, as Bally Sports could possibly through this bankruptcy process lose rights to some streaming and some sports rights? We'll keep a close eye on this, but Bally Sports' bankruptcy is heating up. Major League Baseball is starting to not be so nice to Bally Sports. They started off sounding very, oh yeah, we'll work with them. We want this to keep working. And now it's like, hey, pay us or else kind of situation. So we'll keep a close eye on that. Let me know what you think of it. I know for some people who aren't sports fans, this isn't big news. But Bally Sports could dramatically change the way sports is covered and aired worldwide, especially in the United States and especially for cord cutters. All right, Sling TV is adding 9 new channels to its free stream service. This is a free ad-supported streaming service, and they partnered with FilmRise and others to bring more content there. They have 9 channels, including multiple FilmRise channels that are now streaming over on Sling TV free stream. Oh, there we go, I said it right. Now, if you haven't checked this out, you don't need a Sling TV account. You can just open up your app and start watching it. You don't have to be a paid customer. This is very much like the Roku channel, Freevee, Plex, Pluto TV, etc. with it. It's another free ad-supported service that if you haven't checked out, you really should. They have over 300 live channels and hundreds of on-demand content with it. Thousands probably is a better word to use with that. Speaking of growing your catalog, Peacock has often been complaining that it doesn't have a large enough catalog to compete with some of the other services. Well, they struck a deal with Magnolia Pictures yesterday, I should say, that will allow them to bring a ton of content to Peacock. Now, Magnolia Pictures owns about 500 videos or movies about in total. Doesn't mean all of them are coming, but they do say award-winning ones are coming, and they give you a quick list of some of them. Magnolia Pictures has been well recognized as a leader in one of the independent movie production homes. Some very good award-winning content there, including nominations and awards from Golden Globes and Academy Award winners also. So check that out. If you want to learn more, see some of those movies that are coming to Peacock, Link in the show notes down below. Peacock's been making some moves to bring more content there to help justify the cost of the service. And we'll see how this all plays out. Big Ten football coming. I'm going to have to make sure I'm subscribed because I don't like missing football. And of course, Hallmark content's now on there, WWE, and more. All right. This week, we learned that HBO Max will be rebranded to Max, stuff we've already heard about. I did a whole video on it if you want to find that with all the details. But there's one important question that I had been asked that never got answered. And I finally got the answer for you, for now. And that is, will AT&T customers who get HBO Max for free get to keep it with the new rebranded Max? And the answer to that seems to be yes. Emails went out telling those customers that get it for free that on May 23rd, when HBO Max becomes just Max and includes Discovery Plus content and more, that their subscription will basically just flip over to be a Max subscription in the same tier they currently are. Few things here. Always subject to change. 2, if you make any changes to your AT&T plan, AT&T no longer offers this deal to new customers and new plans or existing customers who change their plans. So if you switch plans, you will lose access to your ability to get free HBO Max. So for now, you stick on your current plan, whether that be an AT&T internet plan or wireless plan, depending on supported packages, you should be good for now. As always, though, AT&T no longer owns this service, and at some point, I'm sure they would love to talk you out of that current plan, try to move you into a different plan. So look for offers and things to be pushed to you to say, hey, why don't you switch over to this plan? Without realizing you may lose access to that. So keep that in mind. But for now, AT&T customers who have free HBO Max, it does appear you will be able to keep that for now. All right, Walmart's closing even more stores. We reported a week ago that they're closing dozens of stores across the country. They announced 4 more stores, all in Chicago, that are reportedly losing millions of dollars every year. Some losing tens of millions a year are going to be closing. And apparently some of these little neighborhood market concepts and a super center have never been profitable with this. So very interesting, the number of stores that Walmart is closing. Now, people often ask, why is this a big deal with cord cutting? Well, Walmart has a big partnership with Paramount Plus, but it's also a place I find most cord cutters go to buy a streaming player, to buy a HDMI cable and stuff. And as more and more of these close, it does impact cord cutters' ability to get stuff. If you want to see if your local Walmart's on this list, we have not only the new stores in Chicago closing, but all the stores nationwide that will be closing this month or in the near future, listed over at cordcuttersnews.com. Link in the show notes down below. All right, real quick, great deal of the day. By the way, if you're looking for a streaming player, Sam's Club often has some of the best deals on Roku's. So check that out. But Sam's Club has a deal right now to celebrate their 40th anniversary. They are going to be offering standard memberships for a year for just $10. Or you can get the Premium Plus membership, for $70 a year, down from $110. If you're a Sam's Club member or even at Costco, they often have good cord cutting deals on TVs and streaming players. Before you buy anywhere else, always check those, because I find often you can get really good streaming player deals, especially if a new one's been announced. They often clear out a lot of the older ones at Sam's Club or Costco. And you can get, just for a fraction of what you're going to get them on Amazon, Walmart, etc., a streaming player. So check that out. That's the tip of the day right there. And at $10 for a year for a membership, not a bad deal. All right, DirecTV and DirecTV Stream announced yesterday that EarthX TV will be added this weekend, starting tomorrow from when you're watching this on Saturday the 15th. EarthX TV will be live on DirecTV Stream and DirecTV's, which includes DirecTV via the internet. With this, you will be able to, for example, get access to a ton of great documentaries about the planet, about our climate, and about the world, just in time for Earth Day. All right, iOS 17 is coming out, and I'm not going to break down all this, but I wanted to let you know, link in the show notes down below, that Mac Rumors has a great source, and they broke down a ton of different content. Check out our post down here breaking down some of what Mac Rumors said, and check out Mac Rumors' post. They did really good work, and they say they highly trust this source. It has a good track record with it. So if you want to know what's coming to iOS 17, which includes some cool things like better search, better controls, and a whole lot more, check that out. All right, Fubo has announced their earnings call, and there's a lot of speculation. This could be interesting. They had an unexpectedly very good into 2022, but now they've raised the price. They've added Bally Sports, which includes a regional sports fee. So what's the subscriber numbers going to be? People are very interested, and we now know when we're going to find out. Bally Sports will announce first quarter 2023 numbers on May 5th at 8 p.m. Eastern. That's a Friday. Be interesting. Sometimes companies like to dump stuff on Friday, but Fubo, when they don't want you to know, kind of pay attention to it. But Fubo has a track record of releasing their earnings calls on Friday, so I wouldn't really read too much into that with that. But they had previously predicted subscribers would reach anywhere from 1.14 million to 1.16 million subscribers, up from what they reported ending 2022 at with 1.445 million subscribers. With that, they saw 420,000 worldwide subscribers also. So if you want to find out all the numbers, what they predict they will have this in the first quarter of 2023 and more for Fubo, check out the posts down below. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic Friday. I'm hoping I'm going to get over the last hump of this cold that's just been absolutely eating me up the last few days. If you watched the Q&A, you know I kind of lost my voice there at the end. So hopefully I'll be able to rest and get over that. But we have an office tour. If you didn't see it, check out our video we posted yesterday with a full office tour and a new YouTube studio tour. This is probably going to be my last regular video in front of this TV. You may not notice a big difference at the new studio, but there will be a lot of new cool things happening over at the new studio, a new set, and we're going to really try to ramp up the amount of content and, more importantly, the quality of the content we do here. So check that out. Just click on the Core Cars News name here on YouTube to see our past videos. Until then, have a great weekend. Take care. Be safe. I'll talk to you all real soon.